friends, it's Angel, and today I have for you a huge sketchbook tour. Today we have all of these to get through. Are you ready? Ugh. Big old stack. We got lots of different eras. We have baby me, just learning about anime. We have high school me, who is super inspired. We have college me, who's just trying to figure life out. But I can't wait to show you all of my old art. I am a little bit nervous though. I don't know, I just feel like it's a bit personal. I also feel like I'm approaching this sketchbook tour kind of from a different angle than a lot of other sketchbook tours I've seen on YouTube. Most of them are done by professional artists or even students, but I'm just a little critter who likes drawing. I'm a complete hobbyist. I just do it because I like to, except lately I am having some of the worst art block in my entire life. I started a new sketchbook. As you can see, I spent so much time doing the cover because I didn't even want to freaking open it and start drawing. All I've done is fruits. That's all I've managed to do in this entire huge sketchbook. And I tried drawing on scrap bits of paper, I've tried painting, and I just can't do it. I'm just so stuck right now. But that's why I decided to do this video. I figured we could look through my old sketchbooks together and kind of revisit times where I was really inspired and I was drawing and creating art just because I really enjoyed it. And I still do. I just cannot get over this weird pressure I have, this low inspiration and creativity. So I think going through my old sketchbooks, finding elements of it that I really love that I can implement into this sketchbook will help me out. And hopefully this inspires you too. I love sketchbook tours, so hopefully there's something out of this video that you can take away, especially if you're feeling the art block. But let's get into this because I have a bunch to show you. This is gonna be a long video, but let's get into this old sketchbook tour. Hello, so these are the first two sketchbooks. Sketchbooks, they are just journals, spiral notebooks, because little me did not know what a proper sketchbook was. But before I get into those, I think I'm going to show you some of my loose drawings from when I was very, very little. And here they are. I really like my my color choice. And then this one's actually quite impressive in my opinion. I think it's Odette from Barbie Swan Lake because little ballerina shoes. Oh, and then this one, I think it's supposed to be like a Medusa Gorgon kind of creature, but I love the design of this, and it's got like, you know, little gems and sequins on. This would be really fun to like redraw as an adult. Then finally, just a little humble self-portrait. You can tell it's me because orange hair. But yeah, that's it for my first little drawings I've kept over the years. Now we have these two notebooks. This was my very first, I suppose, sketchbook. I think I was 11 or 12 when I started it, but let's get into it, shall we? Sorry for any weird lighting, sound issues. I've had like the worst time setting up. My fiance had to figure out my setup for me, so thank him. He's the only reason this video is even getting made. But let's get into it, shall we? Oh man, I remember being so proud of this drawing. I actually used a reference from this. It was like emo vampire boy animation on Flipnote on the Nintendo. And yeah, I used that as a reference and I was so proud of this. I thought this was just the best thing ever. Then we have a chibi with a kawaii Red Bull and a sad puppy. I don't know what the story is here. I'd love to know what past me was thinking while creating this. Then we have gothic kind of lady. I tried doing realism for the first time here, I suppose. And oh yeah, random eye. Is it even a sketchbook if there's not random eyes everywhere? Oh, and you know, could not get the symmetry on the eyes, so just boop, cover it up. Oh man, I was so proud of this one too. This was another one I used reference for. This one, I think I just found something off the computer and yeah, eyeballed it. But yeah, I remember being so proud of this one too. Oh, and then we have some random little doodles. We have a hummingbird, which I guess I started to sketch out here and it didn't turn out right, so I redid it. And I think this is supposed to be like a little tattoo design, feathers, and a wolf. I love that so much. Oh man. Oh, this is so of its time. Anime schoolgirl, cat girl with the peace sign. It's so hard not to roast myself, my younger self, but you know, I decided to do a whole thing here, a whole character design. I can tell I spent a lot of time on the hair. And this is like the first page of me actually filling a page. So, you know, gotta give myself some credit, little baby me. Then another anime girl. Just trying to create my own kind of anime style here, I think. Oh yeah, another wolf. And I attempted a background, I see. I still hate doing backgrounds, that hasn't changed at all. Oh, a little reference page for some anime expressions. JK. Lols. Oh man. Oh, this was another drawing I was so proud of. I think this was based on actually a dating sim. There was this Alice in Wonderland dating sim that I was completely obsessed with. So I decided to, I guess, do some fan art. I love the little mushrooms I did. Finally have some color. Finally bold enough to use some color, some pink hair. I guess a little panda themed girl. I actually quite love the panda hat. That is really cute. What does the shirt say? Fantastic. The little shoes are adorable too. And then this one, you know, started and gave up for whatever reason. Oh, now I'm testing out some pens. I remember spending a lot of time on that glove. And then the rest of it, I guess I just gave up on. Then there's kind of actually a big gap in paper. I guess I didn't fill it all the way. Oh no! So this is my Black Butler OC. She's a vampire, of course. As you can tell by her little tooth. Oh, and then some CL fan art, of course. I was so obsessed with Black Butler. That was the first anime I was like fully obsessed with. And yeah, it shows in the sketchbook. Oh man, yes, more CL. Oh, more of my OC. More CL. More of my OC. Oh man, and this is Sebastian, CL, and Grell doing the caramel dancing freaking viral thing. That might be the end of this sketchbook. Oh no, I have, I guess, a few more. Oh yeah, I remember being so impressed with myself with this concept. Is that a little iPod? Ooh, some pretty plump lips right there. Oh, this is cool. So I guess this is a page full of like creature designs. Oh, I remember making this like a banana squid. Super weird. Lots of dog kind of fish things. Yeah. Weird little butterfly. Looks questionable. Then finally, crying angel with a little bit of color. Very angsty art. I guess we're entering that phase. But that is it for sketchbook number 1. Now let's get into the next one. Next we have this sketchbook. This is my, I guess, 8th grade sketchbook. So like 12, 13. So first, little anime girl, schoolgirl, of course. Do you see I improved my signature? Because I'm a real artist now, baby. But I remember being very proud of her. Lots of anime eyes. I was really trying to develop my own anime style. Oh, and then all of these are weird. This is the first time I took an art class. Oh, 2013. So, however old I was then. Yeah, for our art class, we would, you know, draw. There'd be a prompt on the board as a warm-up, which is actually really good little warm-up, you know, having a little prompt. I might want to start doing that again. But it'd be like, draw your birthday wish list, and CL plushie Pocky. Oh, there were these, I actually did get them. There were these Hatsune Miku little earmuffs that had the pigtails MP3 player. Oh man. Yeah, so I think this was one of those prompts as well. I think it was draw something weird, something like that. Oh, and these I was super proud of. I started doing some, as you can see, more shading. You know, we're starting to see a little bit of improvement. I think this might have even been a redraw in my own style of that first drawing I did. Oh, and at this stage I was obsessed with like drawing couples and things. More Alice in Wonderland. I wanted to do a full 2-page spread of the picture I did before. Little boot, little mushroom. Oh, I remember being super proud of this fairy because I did this like line, kind of creating a light, I guess. Yum, yum, yum. Again, I would love to know what past me was thinking of some of these. This is definitely getting more like random weird. Oh yeah, I remember. I was so proud of this. Grr, the predator. Spelled wrong. The prey. Grr. I love his little face. That is quite cute. More Alice in Wonderland, more Black Butler fan art. Some more pen. Oh, I want to do like Mad Hatter OC thing. That's quite good. Oh, I was so proud of this one as well. I spent so much time on it. Oh, I designed Alice in Wonderland cake. What was with the 2010s Alice in Wonderland everywhere? It's very represented in my sketchbooks. Oh, that's cute. Little drawing, little scarf girl, little matching socks. This is a hippo. I drew him because it's snowing and I am happy. Fair enough. More Alice in Wonderland. More kawaii girls. Unfinished. I think this was part of like some like story I had going on in my head. Like I was gonna make OCs and then for whatever reason I guess I just gave up. Another unfinished. Oh, steampunk. Gotta have some steampunk representation. Super kawaii. I remember being really proud of this too. Oh, those were all the rage. The freaking tights with the cats at the knee. a mermaid. Again, another piece I was really proud of because I spent a lot of time doing little scales and hair swirlies. More kind of, I think this is supposed to be like Queen of Hearts, sort of inspired. Then some weird freaking fancy duck with legs. Meh. Plus foxy scary bunny with heels equals fancy potato frog, allegedly. More unfinished. Ooh, playing around with some color. I think I got some colored pencils and was like, heck yes, time to put those babies to use. I think she's supposed to be like a ghost. More unfinished. Yeah, she was definitely supposed to be a ghost. I don't know what the sudden ghost obsession was. Unfinished Alice in Wonderland. I love that bunny. That is cute. I might have to steal that design for something. And that, I think, is the end of this sketchbook. Yeah, that looks like that is it. So those were my, I guess, middle school kind of first sketchbooks. And now it's time for the high school ones. So now we have big, thick boy. Look at this. Yeah, this was starting high school sketchbook. I was starting like my first art classes for real. So first, oh, look at my guinea pigs. This is Lola, and then Usagi and Edward. We bought her off Craigslist and she was pregnant. We didn't know she was gonna have little tiny babies, but man, I love these piggies. Good piggies. But first drawing, I was so proud of this. It has since fallen out because just age, and I drag this around everywhere. So yeah, just curly, girly picture sketch. Oh, and then I did some fairies, and now I'm starting to play with some inking pens. Then we have kind of edgy, this kind of looks charcoal-y, but I think it is like a sort of waxy sort of crayon thing that I did this in, but kind of edgy art that's starting to insert itself. Then some pretty fantasy ladies. I really like this, the color palette and the softness. I do want to redraw this eventually. And then a mermaid. This was done, both of these were done in chalk pastels. It was my first time using them. And I think this was inspired by, I was reading all the Disney fairy books. I was obsessed with those. Okay, here we go. We have lots of little doodles. I think I've talked about before, I much prefer drawing on separate bits of paper and then just taping in or gluing, my favorite thing. I know some people are really against that, but you know, my sketchbook, I'm gonna do what I want. We have some elfy ladies starting to pop up, which was like my thing, still kind of my thing. I love drawing elves. This kind of seashell lady, I was really proud of her and her design at the time. And yeah, I think I started doing more like figure studies, anatomy stuff at this point too, but of course still learning. I really like her face, it's quite pretty. Then we have some Steven Universe fan art, of course. I was obsessed with that show, as you'll probably see continuing on. Vampire cat. I think this was a prompt for art class. We're supposed to combine two animals, so I thought that would be cute. Then I drew little unicorn mouse. Niffler. I was obsessed with Niffler. And then just a sort of beast. Then for some reason I freaking put some ribbon through here and it's completely shredding the paper. Then playing with some ink. Oh, that's why it looks better on this page. But yeah, I was playing with markers at this point, some alcohol markers, then some pencil sketches. I got this little free notebook in a magazine, and I think this one has something behind it. Oh, naughty lady. I still really like this one. I think she has such a cool design. Oh yeah, then just some, I think, watercolor and color pencil. These were done. I have this like mechanical pencil that's red, and I love that. Then I started playing with some oil pastels. I like what I did with the page. Then more elfy ladies. This is a Skyrim OC. Angel lady, random lady. Some more colored pencil. I really like this kind of mermaidy design. Then some pen drawings. I tried to challenge myself and do some older ladies since I usually didn't. Of course, this page is pretty interesting. It's all pretty much art I hated. But I cut out elements of it that I liked. Like, I think this was a bunch of people, but I only liked her. Little bits of faces. Even some, like, little painty playing around with, like, glitter and paint and all sorts. This was a prompt for art class. I can't remember what it was. I remember I was so proud of this. Very Ponyo inspired. This was, we had to do a study of a person from a magazine, and then we had to do like a one-line not taking your hand off the paper project. And so I chose this lady because she had a cool fur hat. More art class things, a big old ladybug. This we had to find something out of a magazine and do the old gridding technique to get it all right. I really like this page. It's mostly color pencil, but I also started playing around with adding like paint and glitter glue to things, and I don't know, I'd like to incorporate the glitter glue again. That's always fun. A creature I came up with. His name is Alfred for some reason. I love his little feeties. This I remember being proud of. Melanie Martinez, of course. This I was just playing around with, like, I don't know, I guess like a character design thing. I don't know why I included it, to be honest. I don't think it's really that successful. But I do really like this page. I like layered paint and this dripping and then real flowers I glued in. I think that's quite interesting. And a bunch of, I think I was running my goals. I don't know why this far into the sketchbook, but she is actually made out of makeup. I took a bunch of old makeup and just played with that, so it's like eyeliner, lipstick, foundation. And I wrote some goals here, which is probably a good idea to do for a sketchbook if you're working on something in particular. This page, very dark and moody. I remember doing this after a breakup. Suicide Squad. I saw that with my friend after the breakup, and we had a really good time. Oh, more Steven Universe fan art, of course. Little cute, kind of chibi-inspired character. I was doing some studies here, and yeah. Especially ones about, like, you know, like dancing. Cat lady. I really like her design. pink lady. This was such a waste of marker. I don't know why I felt the need to do that. Cat lady, again, used probably an entire marker. Then this is based on The Last Unicorn. The unicorn's like human form. But I still think that's pretty cool. I really like how I did the lines. And then playing with watercolor, making little elf characters. These, I was weird. I would carry around this this old book, and then I would draw onto it. and I don't know, I kind of like the look of it, so I'd probably do that again. Take old book pages and do some doodling. I really like this little drawing still. Oh, and this little mermaid. You can tell, lots of fairy, mermaid, elf. That is something I really love. Oh, with this one, I wanted to challenge myself and make something that was sort of creepy. This one I did in Spanish class. We were learning about Dia de los Muertos, and so I was super inspired, wanted to draw. Then, oh, this I remember drawing after one of those standardized tests. Because I didn't bring a book and I was so bored, but I did have a yellow piece of paper. So I drew her and then I ended up inking her later. Moody lady. I really like her shapes. Elfie lady, fairy lady, blue hair lady. More Steven Universe fan art. I really love the design of Opal, as you can see. Next, more character designy sort of things. This I wanted to do something weird with, and I guess I achieved it. Then, just playing around with cut out paper. Wanted to make something interesting, kind of mermaidy, like a stained glass sort of thing, I guess. More oil pastels. I think this is still really cool. I'd love to do something similar. Next, Sailor Moon. This I put a lot of time into, and I was learning how to color with colored pencils and do some nice shading. Yeah, I still really like the colors in this. Then some just weird stylized little doodles. I don't know, I don't really love any of them except maybe this one. I think she's kind of cute. Weird, witchy, kind of inspired. I want to do like a creepy tooth fairy sort of design. And then we have Moody Blue Girl. I really like her. She's really simple, but I just remember having a fun time playing with pens and markers with her. This we made in art club. It was horrible. It's that, what's it called? That rubber cement stuff, I want to say. But, like, you're supposed to take it off with something. We didn't know that, so, like, geniuses, we used our hands, and oh my god, it just tore, like, all our skin off. But it comes out really cool. Really pretty. Just weird concept I had in my however old I was brain. Pen doodle, Cyclops. It's first Cyclops, but I really enjoyed drawing them. Pearl from Steven Universe, never finished. This I love. I want to do like sort of like a D&D party. I think that's always really fun to sketch out. I always wanted to have a character who had like a mini mammoth, not full size, not overpowered, you know, but you know, just a little cute mammoth. But yeah, I really like doing like a lineup like that, especially when like the characters are sort of interacting a little. Another Cyclops. She comes back. She's in a lot of things. More character design. And that's it for this sketchbook. I think this piece was a lot older than the ones I just showed you, but I found it and glued it in the very back. I At the time, I was really proud of it, but you know, learned a lot since then. But I really like the sketchbook. I feel like I did a lot of cool things in it. Definitely experimented a lot, which I want to do with my newest sketchbook. Hello, this is Editing Angel. This video is just too long, so I think I'm gonna have to split it into two. So next week, the second part of this video will be out. Just a warning, it does get quite emotional, but I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for commenting, liking, subscribing. It really helps out my channel. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!